Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Company of Heroes number 2. Once again, we are the Generals Gentlemen. I am Moonage Machine, and who the hell are you?
I am Archon Hawk.
Fantastic, but the real question is, who are our players?
Right here on the right-hand side, as our Germans, I'm assuming. Yes, Germans indeed. We do have Thunderhun and Ram, I believe, was his ally there. Ram number 1.
It's a very masculine name.
It is quite masculine.
So look, on the Soviet side of town here, we do have SturmTigerAlastor. Of course, the SturmTiger is a clan. They have some really good players. And other than that, we do... Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
We have...
Molotov?
Okay, we're gonna call this guy... oh, man.
Tony?
Tony.
Tony?
What about we call him... Tony.
Tony.
Tony. What's a Russian name though?
I don't know.
Tokarov. It's just like the SVT. It's like
okay,
the Tokarov.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Look, let's go ahead and just call him Tony. Anyway, that's a terrible intro. But we do have this game on Semovsky Winter. We do have some conscripts coming out of both of our players, but also... Oh, wow, that's a fast penal squad from SturmTigerAlastor. I like that. It's very bold.
It is very, very bold. They can get shredded very, very hard, but of course having a hell of a lot of damage, and that flamer makes them incredibly powerful. Interesting. I do like that it's Semovsky Winter. It does give a lot more flanking opportunities for both Soviets and Germans because, of course, of the ice. The ice being incredibly important in these matchups. It could be... I think it's not a great map, just the summer for a 2v2, but as a winter map, there's definitely a lot of flanking opportunities, and there's a lot of different ways you can play it.
So how do you feel about penals?
Penals, I like them in the fact that they can just shred butthole, have incredible amounts of damage at range. So if you can keep them safe and away from flanking squads, from flanking grenadiers, for example, they can definitely pay off. It does force you into the tier 1 though, so unless you go like several penals with sniper, I think it's better in a 2v2 as the cover engineers go for the garrison. Yeah,
when they're stuck in the steep snow as well, so they can't really walk away unless they hit the hard retreat button, of course. Nice decapping by the looks of it here from SturmTigerAlastor. Yeah, the good thing about penals is you can merge them really effectively because they have the same armor as conscripts, but they have the fantastic rifles. So it means that you can just keep merging them and get that increased damage, but they cost cheaper to reinforce because you're merging them for 20 manpower rather than reinforcing them for 30. Whereas with shocks and guards, if you reinforce, you lose the armor they give. But a nice flank here from SturmTigerAlastor. The MG looks as though it will face up in time though. That will suppress down those cons, but it gets behind it just in time. More conscripts from Tony moving in will actually decrew the MG. Fantastic early aggression here from our Soviets. Retreating away, and with the MG, may lose a Molotov lands onto Ram1. Mortar shell decrews the Soviet captured mortar in the bottom. This garrison being surrounded pretty hardcore, but a mortar shell as well from Ram1 sinks the MG42.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That means the MG has now been denied, as well as several conscript members, but the conscript squad survived, while the MG actually died there, and it means our Soviets have excellent control over this center, even with that mortar shelling away.
A sniper coming out from Thunderhun will be pretty powerful at the long range. These grenadiers are incredible. Uroing in the conscripts wants to get the snipes. Sniper getting a couple of shots taken, getting quite low. Needs to back away from this one. One volley can destroy it. If it lands, no! Thunderhun! Oh, he treats that one just in time. Playing a risky game. MG bunker not quite in range, but my Facebook sounds evidently are.
Very, very nice. Man, that sniper was lucky as hell. Really shouldn't have had them within range of those of the conscripts who are firing away now onto those two grenadier squads in the middle. The penals are getting a little bit shredded by the Gren's also in cover, but that's a flamer penal squad. Gonna do some serious damage.
They can be incredibly powerful, but gotta be careful of the Grens. 2 Panzerfaust will take it out instantly. 1 Faust and a handful of rifles will drop that one fast. Nice decaps though from the pioneers of Thunderhun. Nice satchel charge, fantastic. Not able to get a squad wipe, but may do, running through 2 squads of conscripts.
That was awesome. And look, the flamer penals are moving in their car as well. maybe going for a bit of damage. They have to be very, very careful they don't actually get caught by a Faust, but can be so good against those supporting weapons, that Mortar and the MG in the backlines, and that's what they're going for.
Oh, looks like they may get Fausted here. Ram1 moving in for the Faust. Will he find it? They drop to the ground. A Faust going in. He lands the Faust on the scout car. Has to evac on fast. Doesn't lose the penals, but will lose the scout car, unfortunately. At the moment, our Soviet's getting pushed pretty hard back, but the Germans need the med bunkers. They're all so low.
The MG actually refaced there, but the penals are going to get within flamer range.
Flamer range, but not in time. Has to retreat. Loses a handful of models there. Fantastic aggression from our Germans. Mortar on the back, doing a bit of snipes as well. Sniper doesn't want to show its face until it gets healed up by the med bunker.
We'll have to see, there's 2 penal squads out, and the Uraring conscript's going to take a lot of damage, but will force the MG to pack up and reface.
Molotovs are available for Tony, but through the neg cover, he's getting quite low. Molotov goes in and forces the... Nope, hasn't forced up. Mortar Shell doing a lot of damage. Penal dropping quite low. MG has to run away. Is Vet 1 now as well. Mortar on 3 kills so far. Overshoots its mark there, but if they can get the cutoff, that will really lower the income of our Germans. The Scout car actually surviving this one for now. Really
have been focusing down the cutoff on the bottom right-hand side, but at the same time, the Pioneers, I think it was from Thunder, have been decapping up the left-hand flank as well as going for the decap in the center.
Yeah, we really need to see some field medics as well. We do have field medics, fortunately, from our Soviets, so they can heal up those penals back up to full HP. No problems at all.
It's been so much fighting over that cutoff now. Finally, our Germans have taken it, and the Scoutcrow is still very, very low. 1 Faust away and pretty much just a few rifle shots away from death now. The penals are at the bottom. They're going to jump into that heavy cover, but really should just back off at this point. Going to jump over the fence and hit that hard retreat button. Yeah,
nice move, because if they'd retreated normal, they would have actually ran through the gate there and then been chased down, but losing a lot of these models, they're so low, so they will drop fast despite the high damage. Walking as well through the deep snow. SturmTiger need to retreat that penal. You don't want to lose that. Penals are expensive. It's getting quite low. There's a conscript left in the squad, but it doesn't matter. They have the same rifle shocks. Fantastic work here from SturmTigerAlastor. They're going to be awesome against the Grens, but the Mortar and the Sniper can shred and bleed those shocks quite fast.
Yeah, they do have a very, very high manpower cost, but will be fantastic against this Gren heavy play. Look at that, taking 2 models out pretty much instantly. The Mortar is off to the side, so we'll be landing some shells, but the shocks are going to be very, very close to the Gren squad. Got to be careful.
Sniper finally healed up and ready to party once again, but Cons on the flank may cut this one off. Shocks on the front could be quite deadly if it finds the range. The Sniper is cloaked for now, but it reveals itself. It fires, and now the Cons on the back may go for the flank. A risky move, revealing the Sniper. Shocks absolutely melting through these Grens on the front. Cons going for the flank. Will it reveal the Sniper? It's in the deep snow, so it's invisible.
But is there another Gren squad? No, there's no Cons nearby, so the Sniper will be backing off and may just walk away from this one. Yeah, it's going to be walk back.
Yeah, the MG forced off the Gren squad, so that was good play there, but now the Cons may still reveal it here. Sniper fires. Incredibly bold. Should be on hold ground mode. Cons are trying to fire, but the MG should definitely prevent that one from getting a killing blow.
Yeah, Uraring, you're not actually going to take any shots, and the MG will suppress it. Does land the Molotov. We'll be backing off from this one. The Shocks actually wiped the Grenadier squad down the bottom near the VP.
The what? Sorry, the Shocks. Oh, really?
The Shock squad wiped the Grenadier squad. Yeah.
So 1 Grenadier squad down for our Germans. Shock's going for a very aggressive flank. The MG looking quite low. Nade being quite powerful. Has to retreat. That's going to be a half track, and probably with the flamethrower upgrade, that's going to make it incredibly powerful. No, Thunderhun can't quite afford that. What are the Shocks doing?
Nasty retreat path. What are they doing? They're going over the ice, I think. They're going to lose out, and that's just unfortunate.
Oh,
they really shouldn't have lost that squad there. The squad... There's obviously a bug there with the retreat path. They actually went through the hedge and around it and then back along the road.
Yeah, that was, I think, a signal flare. I'm not sure where that one was. But, yeah, the thing is, if there's too many units in the way, the Shocks can, like, not go that way because there's too many units and they go the long way around. But that, losing the Shock Squad is a huge blow for our Soviets. They really needed that Shock Squad to deal with the Gren heavy play. But a Scout Sniper squad from Tony, our Soviet, will be good at counter-sniping the German Sniper because of the 1-man squad against the 2-man squad. If he gets in position for that many Grens, it can be hard to do so.
Yeah, it is a very, very nice pickup, given the tier 1 was already there, and looks like the 18 aid will land. I'm assuming that's what we're going for here. No, you're just going to go for the retreat. Obviously was not expecting the half-track to come along. Sniper is ready in the middle. Going to be taking down a few of those grenadiers while the conscripts are in heavy cover, just trying to hold points at this point.
But meanwhile, our Soviets have occupied most of the map here. Germans not looking too good, not having a lot of field munitions point. There is a G43 onto the squad of Ram. It's going to give him a lot of long-range damage, especially against the snipers. And Mortar's trying to claim the kill. Nice dodging there of the Mortars from
the
Tony.
sniper of our Germans now is firing away. We'll have to see if the Russian scout sniper squad gets within range.
Yeah, it looks as though we don't here in the bottom. The Penal's doing a lot of damage, so powerful against the Gren, especially with a Flame of Mortar doing nice work. This Penal's getting quite a lot, but nice merging, fantastic. You can see the whole squad is entirely conscripts there. That squad is quite low, running through a half-track. Sniper as well may claim the killing blow here. These cons are so close to the sniper. PPSHs are incredibly good against snipers at close range, but the sniper will back away unscathed. Half-track will reinforce the Grens. Penals marching in, but look how low they are. Incredibly risky. Vet 2 on the Penals may lose it here. Mortar barely missed its mark. Penals living to see another day.
G43 still firing, but no, we'll walk away from that one. Incredibly fortunate as the Mortar does wipe a member of that Grenadier squad. There's also a pack on the field here for our Germans.
Cutting off the munitions point is a good move as well, because that will limit the amount of PPSHs and the mines, as well as, you know, Molotovs, 18 that we see from our Soviets tier 3 and tier 4 respectively. Pretty standard from the Soviets when you're in a 2v2 where you can have both of those tech options available. Nice to synergize them.
Actually going for a double tier 1 as well. So one going for penals and one going for the sniper there. Pretty risky, and I have to say the penal play has been okay, but they've been caught a little bit too far forward. Given their long range rifles, you really want to keep them a little bit further back. It was a very nice merge before, but they did almost get taken out when they ran in.
Oh, look at the G43s almost sniping down the scout sniper squad. G43s have such long range damage and accuracy. They can really rip through the snipers if they get caught. But yeah, as you were saying, without the tier 2, it can be hard without those anti-tank guns.
Does make it quite difficult there, as the Russian players just trying to retake the top as Germans move a couple of Grenadier squads in to get that very, very important decap.
Yeah, they really also want to snipe the snipers, and they're doing a pretty good job of doing so. Given how many shots they've fired, it wouldn't be unreasonable to see one of those snipers drop. And even if they just get the one model, it's still 90 to reinforce, which is the equivalent of 3. The sniper is incredibly caught, will get revealed and retreat straight away. PPSHs are firing, but won't get there because of the Grens in the front lines. MG Vet 2 on the church gets Molotov. Half-track moving in as well from Thunderhun. Doesn't have the flame upgrade just yet. Not able to burn those conscripts to the ground. MG still in the church. Getting flanked and caught off. Will get destroyed straight away as I accidentally hit the attack map.
Yeah, very, very nice. We'll have to see if the MG actually gets recruited by our Soviets. Going for the AT nade here, but getting caught against a lot of Gren squads. Have to see if another Molotov comes out.
There's also a quad half-track as well for the reinforced. And a long range, the pack is firing. That can take the half-track out quite fast. The conscripts, there's 3 of them. That's a lot of 18. The engine has been destroyed for our half-track and may drop quite soon. Pigrins are moving in. Fantastic with the penals with the Vet 2. That's a nade, but it won't go far enough. Not able to secure some kills. Half-track is alive for now. The M17 half-track does finish it off with the quad cannon, but a P4 hitting the field just in time, but matched by this T-34 of our Soviets here. Half-track will drop to the ground, destroyed, and the MGs will finish off. Main gun destroyed. T-34 moving in to get the flanks.
Yeah, it looks like the P4 will get one more shot off. Does destroy the half-track of our Soviets there. Oh no, it was abandoned actually. We'll have to see if we get a recruit, but there's a lot of Grenadiers moving in, as well as that pack firing away at the T-34-76.
Wounding it down, and even then, the P4 by itself can definitely duel with the T-34. A scout car on the field. Interesting choice considering the AT nades. I guess he wants to clear out the sniper, and he may do so, but T-34
yeah,
sniped
gets hit by the T-34. Nice snipe there. I didn't think it was actually within range. I thought the church was blocking it off.
Yeah, I don't really like the scout car. I'm not sure why he went for it. It's a bit too late at this stage.
I think it definitely would be. So, he's ready to go. So, the more Grenadiers moving out. Was that MG actually recaptured by our Soviets? They did have control over it, the one that came out of the church. We'll have to see. No, it doesn't look like it was. So,
Must have been.
It must have been destroyed or something.
Oh, I keep hitting.
All sorted.
Well, it must be. I don't know where it is, though.
Must
Maybe
be
he
in
got...
the middle somewhere, so it must be onto our friend
yeah,
Tony. Yeah,
Tony's got
Tony
it.
did actually
There we
manage to grab that and reface it in the middle. Going to be excellent at forcing off those grenadiers, get some nice suppression down, but the sniper on our Gren squad will be fantastic at sniping down members of that crew.
Snipers on both sides of the battles need to do the damage without being exposed. The sniper Thunderhun moving quite close to the range, but the Gren's D43s force off the Soviet sniper because they're so vulnerable to those long-range rifles. They're revealed for now. The Vet 2 Grens may take them out if they get in range. MG backs away. Conscripts moving in. The Su-85 has hit the field, so that will mean that P4 can't be as aggressive as it has previously been.
Yeah, P4 is going to have a lot of trouble against that Su-85. We'll definitely force it off as actually secures a model on that Gren squad. So Sniper does fire now for our Germans. Got to be careful that it doesn't actually get counter-sniped.
Yep, in the top, Penals versus Pioneers. We're treating straight away a good choice indeed. Two more Grenadiers, one of them not having the G43 though, which is very, very important against the PPSH Grenadiers, especially if they're Vet 3. That's quite nice. Going to have a lot more accuracy and health. Molotov going in as well. Lands onto the Pyro. You also get more Molotov range at Vet 3 and more AT range at Vet 2. AT grenade range.
Yeah, going to force the retreat in the end, but the MG will force the Penals down to the ground, going suppressed now. We do have Tony actually grabbing up the our new Soviet Doctrine, in fact, with the single T-34-85 call in the IL-2, as well as having conscript repair of the PPSHs and the radio intercept. It's a very, very powerful Doctrine, and especially in a 2v2, if one member has that radio intercept, it means you know what your opponents are going for.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare, the new Doctrine is awesome. The reason being because another specialty thing to keep in mind is because of the recent change, they made it so PPSHs, they cost a lot more, but they give you 3 PPSHs per conscript squad, where previously it was only 2. So your conscripts are incredibly powerful in close range against the Grenadiers. Katusha on the field as well. A good choice. Look how blocked they are. Sniper may get caught here between the rocket barrage of the Katusha. One shot will take it out if it does land. Going for the garrison may not be a bad choice by the Sniper. Gets wounded but survives for now. Katusha almost gets it. 4 volleys, not enough to secure it.
Yeah, missiles are a little bit off to the side in that occasion, given the long range it was actually firing at, so that's a little bit unfortunate. The T-34 76 is moving in to force off the Grenadier squad, so it's being used quite aggressively thus far. I know German players, do we have any Tigers out? That must be what we're saving for here, Panthers or Tigers?
Well, we have 100 fuel for 110 fuel for Ram.
Yeah.
He's 1 command point of getting that Tiger, and so because he has his tier 3 with his P4, he couldn't rush it. Laser patches have also increased the CP cost from 9 to 10. But, so he will go for the Tiger, definitely. And as for Thunderhun, he's actually got the Doctrine with a Elephant. He's almost can afford it once he gets the command points for it. So we may see an Elephant and a Tiger, a very strong combination.
Yeah, that would be extremely powerful. The Elephant just chunks down and doesn't get flanked as much on a map like Smoski, even with the Ziz firing. Nice,
the Ziz barrage here will not quite find the mark, unfortunately. But, will force the retreat, definitely. Maxim surviving this time around. The Germans getting incredibly pushed back to the base. Not many points left.
Yeah, fuel has been decapped several times now by our Russians, which means a very, very big fuel disparity as the Katusha actually goes in. The sniper's there.
That's the real risk here, is losing the sniper to the rocket barrage. But even then, just looking how grouped up the units are, the AoE rocket barrage can be so powerful, and even the same for the Germans. If they did get a Panzerwerfer, likely the units of Soviets would get destroyed pretty hardcore.
It will indeed, especially with that sniper still available. Onto our Soviets, the Penals are going to go through a few caps now. They are getting veteran seed up, so they're getting a little bit better as they move in. The T-34 is going to be sniping down the I think that's a fuel point, no, munitions point, in fact, on the bottom bottom command point there. Territory point.
Gets destroyed pretty fast. Interesting to see munitions point. Generally you see people go for fuel points to really rush those tanks as fast as they can. I mean, there is a bombing strike from Ram1 that can be incredibly powerful, and likewise looking at Thunderhun, sorry, looking at Ram1, We then have a super close air support. So definitely munitions could be incredibly powerful for those late game abilities, and also just the upgrades on their units. But look at the crazy foothold that we see here from our Soviets. AT guns, sniper, MG, Katyusha. It's going to be very hard for our Germans to push through and break the hold.
It would be very, very difficult. That positioning with the Su-85s in the middle of Sebastian means you have really a really good foothold, because you can snipe down any units that come out from the base near the bottom there, or that come across the ice. The only issue with going for maybe a Panzerwerfer would be that it does put you even further behind in fuel.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. It also means you require the tier 4, so it would delay the Tiger or the Elephant by a fair bit. Katyusha falling a little bit too far back. The Penals in the front had to run away from... No, that's a Satchel on the ice. They probably would melt it. Nice.
Yeah, ice does be destroyed in the end as two of the Grenadiers get caught out on those PPSH cons.
He may lose them, but retreats back away the hedge, blocking off the retreat path. MG42 Grens behind heavy cover. Won't like their odds. 4 against 18. Probably going to go to the Grenadiers in that one.
Yeah, will indeed. So the P4 looking for a bit of poke damage on the bottom, but going to be just keep chasing those MG42 Gren squad. That's a T-34-85 cool-in now, so has that RAM available on 2 different units. And their Gren squad gets maybe wiped here.
Nah, should back away. Just... Oh, what? Nope, just kidding. Drops to the ground. Sniper not getting it stun in time. And now we'll have to back away from that one. So, look, at this stage, what do we have here from Tony? He just called in his T-34-85, has his strafing run available as well, and we do see almost the ISU from SturmTigerAlastor.
Yeah, Alistair moving in. Katyusha is firing once more. Doing a fair bit of damage there, just looking for, I think, the mortar, but the mortar of the MG have actually set up near the bottom. So our German players looking for a foothold over that bottom VP to at least stop it ticking for now until they can get the Elephant up. Yeah,
and the Tiger. So this could be a very interesting dynamic. Tiger and Elephant versus ISU, T-34-85 and Su-85. That's going to be a deadly and a chaotic mix as the weapons munitions cache will get destroyed here. Fast, actually. I don't know they go for the weapons cache.
There you go. The more you know. As the MG42 will also start shelling away. The T-34 is moving in just to intercept, do a little bit of damage, try and force the Grenadiers off.
Yeah, the Grenadiers with the MG42s are actually pretty powerful against those garrisons. Trip mines were triggered there, but the penal was getting quite low. That's probably a strafing run here from Tony, I would assume. Yeah, we'll go in time. We'll go in, but not in time, unfortunately. Backs away, but... Oh, actually, we'll kill... Oh, what?
Did it wipe it?
The sniper!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, look, considering it was aimed over here, a little bit silly that it chased it that far off. P4 against the T-34-76. P4 with the Blitzkrieg especially will have a fun time. Katyusha melting some of the ice.
Yeah, I think that was the aim there, to melt the ice, to stop the retreat path for that P4. We'll have to see if any AT nades come out onto it. The P4 is going into the engage.
Vet 2 on the T-34 will give us some more damage. Conquest wants the AT nade. P4 being very aggressive, has to back away from the anti-tank grenades. Their 2 pyros, though, for the repairs is going to be nice here. Blitzkrieging away, no problems at all. Tiger has hit the field for Ram1. That's going to be fantastic to see. But ISU as well from SturmTigerAlastor, and the Elephant from Thunderhun.
Oh, here we go.
This is going to be a fun mix. The Elephant is the best tank destroyer. ISU will get destroyed at the long range, but the ISU can just decimate the infantry, the support weapons, and even the Tiger and Panther, a P4 at the long range. So it's going to be all about positioning, who gets the vision, who fires at who. Could be a very fun mix. ISU is firing onto the Tiger, I believe.
Yeah, it does have absolutely incredible range, so it's going to be firing away. Just get the shell off there, but it's mainly looking for infantry, and the main infantry blob for our Germans is down the bottom around the central around that bottom VP.
Yeah, it does suck though for the Soviets that none of them have marked target. That could make it incredibly easier to shred down those heavy German armor. Getting the point capped by Thunderhun's MG42 T-34 moving in, and ISU doing a fair bit of damage, but the Elephant is positioning nearby those armor here. That's going to get messy really soon as the Grenadiers are pushing down the bottom flank with a P4 to defend almost at Vet 2 for that extra armor. Grenadiers and the Pigrins holding the line. Elephant facing off down the road here. These tanks are looking quite exposed. ISU shelling off from a distance here. Will kill one of those Pigrins, getting quite low. The Elephant can fire off. ISU takes a shot to the front armor and backs away.
Gonna have to run away from that one. I very much doubt you can actually get an AT nade to penetrate that Elephant. Just have absolutely incredible armor, and it's going to be forcing down now. It's driving down the road, looking for that ISU. The T-34 could go for the ram on the rear armor.
Gotta be careful, the Elephants are so slow, they can get rammed very, very easily. On the side though, a flank from Grenadiers and the MG. There is another strafing by the looks of it here. Elephant playing a very risky game. T-34 wants to ram it, but it can't ram from the front, but it will try. So anyway, it hits, and again, it stuns the crew, but will not get the gun, will not get the end up bombing run though, and an ISU. That may be enough to get this Elephant down. The precision bombing strike has been very, very powerful. Not able to back away in time. Will it take it out here? It's going in. How powerful will it be? Doing a lot of damage.
Oh, wow.
Incredibly low. ISU may finish off if it finds the last shot here. A good move from SturmTigerAlastor. Elephant not in range though of the ISU. The T-34 does drop to the Tiger. It's quite low as well. S-25 is shelling at it, and so is the ISU.
Pretty shocked there with the ISU. The Elephant is still very, very low. Will take a long time to repair, but the Pyros are moving in as well. The Tiger is trying to defend that Elephant. The ISU can't chase until that Tiger is destroyed.
And the Tiger is caught beneath a cliff. It can't back away. Nowhere to run. P4 could go for a flank, but there's so many conscripts nearby with those anti-tank grenades. If Tiger loses, that's a huge deal because the armor here for our Soviets is so strong. T-34s does claim the kill with the Su-85 in the back line. Elephant still standing, but he is incredibly outnumbered, almost vet 1 though, and they do have that stunned vehicle, which is very powerful.
Yeah, I would have liked to see even a T-34 could probably get the kill
Whoa!
here. Whoa, the Katyusha absolutely romping through those Grenadiers.
And the ISU as well, forcing to 2 P-Grens though, will be very powerful. P4 moving in, but there is the conscripts with the AT grenade ready and waiting. P-Grens though, may force them off. The ISU incredibly powerful, 13 kills, hitting vet 1, P4 backing off for now. The P-Grens need to get the Shreks, need to decrew those AT grenades. Crew stunned, or locked rather, from the ISU, I believe, in the back. Vet 2 though will give it a lot more armor and won't be penetrated as frequently. T-34 is moving in, gets caught by the AT grenade on the front despite the Vet 2, but is backing away pretty good, just fine with the Blitzkrieg. Elephant still being repaired. 5 Pyro squads.
Nice.
That's fantastic. I love that.
That's really nice, especially with that Elephant, because it does take so long to repair. The amount of health that it has, getting the additional Pyro squads means you can just keep shoving out that Elephant, keep moving it forward. I think the real issue is that the bombing strike combo with that T-34-85, it can happen again. There's nothing stopping that.
Yeah, I think we may need to see like a Gren squad just sort of nearby, because if you do foul for the T-34, the ram won't connect. So by having the Grenadier nearby, it really can prevent those frontal rams.
So the Elephant is off to the side now. I think it's looking for a shot across the river. It does have some pretty damn incredible range.
Yeah, and it can definitely do so as well. It does have the spotting scope as well as a doctor-specific ability, so it can see quite far, especially when the ISU reveals itself when it fires. So the VPs are on about 220, and yeah, it'll reveal it here. The ISU doing a lot of damage. Won't get a squad wipe though. The Elephant on the side will fire. They don't hit very often considering how far away they're firing from. Most things in the game with long range aren't very powerful. There's this AT guns though. We'll try to get some shots, but again, the Elephant doing very well on the side.
And a Telemine as well over there, but going for, I think they're Pyros, but there's a Telemine to stop the ram on that side. It's just over to the side there. I don't know if it was destroyed or cancelled by the Pioneers. Can't see
still
it.
there.
No, it's still there. The Telemine is there, so that's going to be fantastic. If the T-34 goes to the ram, we'll get caught on that Telemine. It'll stop the ram.
I do like how this P4 from Ram 1 is still there and available. Zistos are doing pretty good over the Ridge. They have the Vet 1 ability for the tracking, for the extra sight, and there isn't really any way to deal with the packs. Elephants are great against tanks, but not really against the AT guns.
Yeah, definitely. Very true. So the P4 is still alive. It's pushing down the middle. The Soviets still hold the top, whereas the Germans are trying to just hold this bottom. We do have a couple of P-Gren squads there. We'll have to see if we do have any fouls coming out, for example.
T-34 being shot. This Elephant over the ridge is incredibly powerful. P-Gren's on the flank will decrew the AT gun. Nice work, and there is some red smoke of some kind. What will it be? That's going to be a anti-tank strike here from our German. Won't get any kills though. I think he was trying to kill the repairing engineers.
Got to force them off for the moment. So the Elephant is quite safe up the top now. That Vet 2 P4 is actually romping through those penals.
Yeah, incredibly powerful how splashed they are. And the G43s on the side. Soviets are getting pushed back, but there's so many armor. If they go for a flank, they can ram and destroy the Elephant. There is a Telemine there. Nothing up here though, unfortunately. So we do have to see our Germans be kept mindful of that very, very northern flank.
was actually scouted at. That T-34-85 flank was scouted by a Pioneer squad, so there's still a very big chance that the Elephant could stay safe. There's another Zis off to the side as well. So this game is turning into a little bit of a stalemate. Looking at our VPs now, our Germans are on 206, Russians... Soviets, on the other hand, are on 411, so the VPs have been ticking for a while. We did actually see the sniper drop, though. The sniper did die. Oh, Elephant on the ice. Gotta be careful. You don't want to be on the ice, especially with an AT gun firing at your rear armor. Going for the AT grenade. Probably will penetrate. It does. There goes the main engine, and a bombing strike, I believe, coming out of one of our Soviets. Tony, perhaps. Will it dodge in time, though? Another AT gun on the back doing so much damage. There is a gun on the strafe doing pretty powerful. But look at the damage. The Telemine impacted, but it wasn't enough to deflect. The Elephant facing the wrong direction. Bombing strike goes in and destroys the Elephant and the AT gun. Elephant facing the wrong direction. Do not want to give the rear armor away on the Elephant. All of a sudden, us Germans not looking too good right now. The game has turned. It's turned badly. The SU-85 T-34s managed to shell away a lot. One of the T-34s is still very, very low. The Grenadiers looking for that Faust now. Yeah, if the AT gun, if the Elephant was facing the front, they probably could have got the front armor AT grenade and it would have backed away just fine. Both of these T-34s have their damaged engine, but there is another Tiger and another Elephant. Our Germans. Oh, fantastic bombing strike. Doesn't kill any of the T-34s, but gets them quite low. And with the Tiger and the Elephant on the chase, they may secure some kills. That was unfortunate. All the tanks were so grouped up there, just trying to get through that choke point. I was expecting that bombing strike to come through. The Tiger may go on the chase and find both of these T-34-85s. Yeah, that one looks as though it will drop here to a rear armor shot from our Tiger. There's no mines from our Soviets, so it does not quite impact in time. More P-guns moving in to deny the engineers. That's a lot of tanks. 3 T-34s and an S-25. One T-34 drops. Elephant on the side. We'll start to fire some shots on the side here. Ram not applicable because of the short range, minimum distance there. Tiger taking a lot. There's the Ram though, but again from the front. It may time out here. It does connect. It does not impact though and get the main gun. Will throw away another T-34 and getting demolished here by the Tiger on the side. The AT guns are moving in Vet 2 for that extra damaged Elephant on the long range sniping duty. I would really like to see our Soviets just mine up the satchel charge. Oh, satchel charge blows it up. Fantastic. That Tiger was alive for far too long, trying to repair the T-34, but will lose in the process. This AT gun is ready to party with its veterancy. SU-85 with the vision has a lot of range. T-34 backing away, but again, there's so many pioneers from our Germans here. ISU trying to make some snipes. Has Vet 2, which gives it more rate of fire, I believe. Yeah, having that 26 kill lead is absolutely huge. A lot of damage. Again, I think if our Soviet player just tries to win on VPs, if they try and mine up the left-hand side, the Elephant and the Tigers won't be able to push through because they will get revealed and lose their engine as well. There is a lot of pioneers for the repair, however. Wow, that's a lot of pioneers. We've got to be careful. Is the Katusha still up? It is. So if that actually gets revealed, that could be very, very dangerous. Speak of the devil. Oh, where's it going to land? Will it go for the Pioneers? It will go for the Pioneers. He may lose all of them to the volley retreat. The Pios. Oh, it's missing barely. The Pioneers praying to the RNG gods. Katusha's missing every shot. It may have been a little bit too, yeah, it looks as though the Katusha firing to underneath, not able to get there in time. That could have been dangerous for the Pioneers had that and just a little bit further back, but capping the middle VP, and the map's actually pretty even in terms of territory, but I think this ISU will be very powerful, and the Elephant can't cross, or the Tiger can't cross the river, the ice, without being so vulnerable to the ISU, to the Ram, to the bombing run. Elephant on the side though, ready to make some plays happen on the long range. So the RNG gods smiling on our Germans here. The ISU still firing away at the infantry, but just got to be so careful of that Elephant. Yeah, the Elephants just miss so often, and even if the ISUs miss, because they have that powerful splash damage, look how blob those units are, they can still impact with a fair bit of damage. The Elephants have a fair bit of range. ISU is revealed by the spotting scopes, I believe. Yeah, I think it was. So it's looking for a shot now. Really wants that infantry damage, especially on any repairing piles. Or that huge grouped army now. The Katusha is firing again, and that's going to be a much more effective barrage. Oh, loses a lot of the P-Grens and the mortar squad almost.
Elephant kills a combat engineer, which is funny. But look, the ISU is happy to just back away and just keep up those long-range artillery shots.
Stay at range. The Pigrins are going to force off the conscripts down the bottom now, as we really want to see this VP in the middle held by our Russians. That's what they're looking for here. But the Elephant, I mean, doing a pretty baller job at trying to force off the conscripts.
Yeah, there's actually 2 ISUs now. One of them on about 3/4 HP. That's a bombing run of some kind, I believe. Maybe it's a strafing run. I'm not sure where exactly.
We're gonna have to back off from that one.
But yeah, look, oh wow, no, that's a bomb, I think. Yeah, but anyway, so these SU-85s won't be very powerful against the Elephants, but the AT guns definitely will. The SU-85 getting caught by the rear armor of the Elephant. Vet 1 already. One more kill will definitely secure the SU-85. ISU firing onto the front there kills the SU-85. It drops to the ground. And there is another bombing run of some kind. Lands on the ISU. Elephant may finish it off here if it finds the target. It may have to attack ground AT guns on the front. Looking pretty strong with the veterans trying to shell away at the Elephant. But again, the front armor is so strong on the Elephants. It's hard to penetrate. The conscripts can repair the wounded ISU alongside the engineers.
Conscript repair is absolutely fantastic ability. The Zisses are now backing off from those grenadiers. I think the Katyusha should be firing very, very soon. That is the sound of the Katyusha. Going to be shredding down those grenadiers in the middle.
Oh, killing some of these Pyos here. The Pyos are dropping. Thunderhun only has 3 left, only 2 for Ram, so killing more and more of these pioneers and rebuilding some Grens. For now, the territory is in the hands of our Germans. The T-34s, they're unable to contribute. They need to make some really risky flanks.
Yeah, I think that really needs to happen. There's just so many of them. They're not going to do anything against these infantry bolts. That's what the Katyusha and stuff are for. I think the conscripts may be looking for the 18-8 on the Tiger, but it's going to be hard to penetrate the front armor.
Yeah, they won't get the front armor. They have to get the rear armor. The Tiger is stunned by the ISU. They're good at doing that. AT guns are going to be quite nice. One of them is Vet 3 as well, so that's going to be a really, really powerful anti-tank gun.
Yeah, the mortar actually got taken out now, so Germans no longer have a mortar, as the church is now destroyed. The conscripts just going to survive this one, I think. I would like to see those T-34s, instead of just standing there looking pretty in the top, going for some risky flanks, moving around behind, going for the rear armor ram on those Elephants and the Tiger. It's so possible at this point.
It'd be cool if they could put telemines, or if they did put telemines on the water, but losing so many of these pioneers. This Katyusha is really keeping the tank odds in the favor of us, so it's because of the lack of repairs. 25 kills, AT gun, both of them facing up, firing off against the Elephant, getting quite low actually by the looks of it here. Now facing off against the Tiger, we need to see a Panzerwerfer, a P4 being built. No, we need a Panzerwerfer to deal with those AT guns.
Panzerwerfer would be fantastic. So it's 3 Zisses in the middle. The Tiger can't drive into that. Neither can the Elephant, especially with that stunned crew available for the ISU. It's incredibly dangerous.
Vet 3 Penals will romp through the Grenadiers, especially with the double ISUs. Loses the squad. Elephant not able to contribute to the infantry battles.
Please go for the flank with those T-34-85s. The Tiger may move out of position here. The P4's moving up the top.
Yeah, now is their chance here. Elephant getting quite low. Backs away. Tiger hitting the Vet 1. The AT guns are actually getting quite low here, but there's a Katyusha, may kill his own penal. Satchel charge is available. T-34 is gonna snipe down the Greswell by the looks of it. P4 on the side in a 1v3. A bad odd for the P4 against those T-34-85. Gets stunned by the ISUs. This is still firing and very, very powerful with the Vet. Looking for Satchel charge as well. Cannot find it though. The Tiger may kill that one quite fast. AT guns will not drop to the wow, loses the penals.
3 penal squad goes down.
T-34s did not go for the flank. That was their chance. Look how low the Tiger and the Elephant are, and they're also in the ice, of course.
Yeah, is that Tiger on the ice still? It is. Just surviving, making the ice crack all over the place. Incredibly bold move. Yeah,
these P-Grens are going to be really strong even against those. There's also Grens on the side, but the ISUs are just so strong against them. 47 kills on the ISU, almost Vet 3. First one only on 10, but still making a pretty big impact here.
Yeah, so that's Vet 3. Grenadier squad is still gets shredded there. No, 2 members still alive. They're actually only losing 1 in the end. Conscripts are moving in as well. The Elephant has now been repaired. Thank God for so many of those pioneers.
Yeah, very, very important. ISUs can also kill targets on retreat if they attack ground. Oh, wow. Yeah, look, nice shot. Getting the other one on the side, but yeah, I just think the real issue is these AT guns. And with no howitzers, with no Panzerwerfers, there's no way for our Germans to deal with that. They're trying to go for these P-Grand flanks, and they're working to some success, but the ISUs and the conscripts are making it incredibly hard to do so. We'll lose the Gren Squad, though.
Yeah, Gren Squad gets taken out, going for the sneaky cap on the side.
He shouldn't have retreated. He should have left it there to get the full cap.
Yeah, full cap would have been nice. So 154 VPs now for our Germans and 362 for our Soviet players. So
I love how the AT gun's Vet 3, but it has 0 kills.
What?
It's fired so many shots at the Elephants and against those. But look, this may be a pretty hectic 4-tank T-34-85 flanking maneuver. No telemines on the side.
Those T-34s need to do something. They're just sitting there. They're not managing to pay off even a little bit. The ISUs are still shelling away. The Katyusha's paying off. But the T-34s really need to try and draw out the Elephant and then get the rear armor ram.
Yeah, I think the T-34s prevent the Tigers and the P-Grants from just going really aggressive. The Ice being just a little bit wounded there. The Katyusha really blasting away and just destroying the map. Shocks against 2 vetted up P-Grants with a Flamer. Not the best odds for our Shock Troopers will retreat straight away. But VPs are getting pretty low for our Germans. Only 145 left. And look, I just think there isn't really any way to deal with those anti-tank guns. T-34s moving in. Elephant off to the side. And another one as well on the field may be able to fire some long-range shells against the T-34s. ISUs will start firing quite soon, and that will shred our P-Grand's Tiger. Gets stunned there, but we'll back away just fine.
We'll have to see if the T-34 is going for the ram. No, not deciding to throw one of them away. Would have been a good idea, I think, with the crew shocked. If you actually manage to damage the engine, perhaps from the rear, it could be a kill there.
You can chain ram, so you ram the front, which then stuns the Tiger, giving you the time to ram the rear and actually disable the gun and the engine, but is incredibly risky, especially now with 2 Elephants on the field. And look how low these are. They really should be healed and reinforced, because if those AT guns drop, they're on the ice as well, so this can be risky. If they drop, then that kind of limits the defensive capabilities that allows the Tiger and Elephant to just play very aggressive against us. But the ISU and a bombing run as well. Look how blobbed up the Elephants are. No!
They can't move.
The Elephants, but that is... Oh, the AT gun dropped to the bombing run of our Germans, but the Soviet bombing run looks as though it will be missing entirely. Fantastic evasion there of our German Elephants. Very, very slow, but fast enough to avoid the bombing run. But the AT guns are gone for us Soviets. Look how much ice has been destroyed. This game is incredibly tense. I'm looking forward to this huge engagement, as it will draw quite low. This may be the chance for our Germans to do so without those AT guns. The Tiger's quite low.
Yeah, the Tigers are very, very low, and the T-34s are all still alive, and there's 5 of them. I mean, wow, that's a lot of commitment. I think the main issue for our German players is going to be those VPs. They need a way to push back. Killing those AT guns was very important. It allows their tanks so much more free roam, but they're only down to 110 VPs. They really need to do something here.
That's our 3rd ISU from SturmTigerAlastor. Look, it's very risky, but again, I think the T-34s are probably just for rams more than anything else. I mean, keep in mind though, there's so many vetted Grenadiers with those G43s and even the P-Grands that in an infantry battle, the Germans should be fine if it weren't for those ISUs and the T-34s off to the side. Elephants are now firing. There's 2 of them, so they can really start to chunk down these tanks here. P4 on the side can also do some nice circle strafing on those ISUs if they get caught.
ISUs, ignoring the veterancy hardcore, absolutely destroying. Wow, look at this T-34 lineup. I mean, it looks pretty for sure if you want to screenshot it, but
yes, please.
There we go, very nice, but seriously, T-34s, you need to start going for some rams. These Elephants are getting caught out of position. They're not super out of position. I mean, there's a P4, I think, up to the side there at the top. So the ISU, taking a lot of damage from that Elephant. Here
come the Katyushas and the Conscripts. This may be the start of our engagement that we're looking for. Pirates having to retreat. Elephants backing off. Tiger on the side, fully repaired and ready to party as well. Conscripts want to find the 18-8, but they won't be able to. Again, almost vet 2 on our Elephant. I think it's more accuracy at vet 2, which would be fantastic. Conscripts moving forward. Tiger may get caught. ISU killing a lot of those Pyos. Vet 2 of the company. There you go, the T-34. They're marching in now. 5 T-34s going straight down the front. 9 Tigers and the Elephants. Incredibly powerful. But who will win this one? The T-34s are going straight for the flanks. Tiger backing off with the Blitzkrieg. The T-34s are being demolished. And Panzerfaust on the back lines. The P4 does drop. T-34s trying to flank. One of them drops here. Nice flank on the Vet 2 Elephant. And there is a Stuka as well. The T-34s not able to get the Rams and the flanks. Elephants, though, caught by the rear armor of the T-34s. One of them drops the vet. 2-1 drops to the ground. Tiger, damage and was rammed. And there goes the main gun to the front. T-34 still standing. Elephant off to the side, getting caught by the T-34s and the IS-2s on the back. This team fight is looking pretty sour for our Germans. The Tiger needs to be repaired. We need to see some more tanks from our Germans, as the Soviets just have too much firepower, too many tanks of these T-34s, and the long-range death from afar. 3 ISUs shelling everything away from a distance, and there drops our Tiger. T-34s looking quite low, but ISUs looking strong.
Incredibly well played from our Soviets, moving in all of those T-34-85s to tank the shots. The ISUs moved in range and just shredded the Elephants. The Elephants had no idea what they were doing, didn't fire fast enough to take out the T-34s, got behind, got the ram. Absolutely fantastic work.
And it was just the positioning. If the Elephants were here and not here, they couldn't have been flanked. They would have had a fantastic retreat path and just constantly shell away against those. May lose the Katusha to the Faust, which would be a fantastic, as it's 25 kills. Faust lands, but with that many ISUs and the T-34 still alive in this engagement here, this may not be enough for our Germans to keep them in this game. 59 VPs are left and ticking quite rapidly.
Yeah, the ISUs are firing away at those Grenadier squads. I think with this many ISUs on the field, it's going to be too little, too late. Nothing else I can think coming out from the Germans is going to win them this game. They just don't have the infantry advantage with those ISUs on the field. It's
going to have to be a VP rush, but with 350 VPs for our Soviets, it's going to be hard to hold out that long against the ISU Death Barrage. That's one of them on Vet 1. We should have our Vet 3-1 still lingering around somewhere. Where are you, Mr. ISU? There it is. Vet 3, 57 kills. Wow. They're actually a lot faster. They turn faster, they accelerate. They're a lot harder to sort of trade through, a lot more mobile when they hit Vet 3.
Alright, indeed. So the ISUs are firing away now, shredding through the conscripts. The Katusha is still firing. It's been alive for just so long.
Yeah, these ISUs are just demolishing everything, and they, even at this stage, no amount of Tigers almost killing his own T-34. Yeah, it would take more than 2 Tigers and more than 2 Elephants to deal with those ISUs, because they're just so vetted up and they're just going to be really romping and doing a lot of damage here. So I think this will be game over, as we will fast forward this one to see this wrap up a lot sooner than what we will do otherwise. 50 points are ticking here, desperately trying to hold the point, but our German SturmTigerAlastor calling the GG. Well played indeed. And of course, the Germans just not able to position those tanks well enough, safely enough to keep them alive from the T-34s, getting caught, getting flanked, needing more telemines, needed more Panzerfaust. Because they could have won that engagement had the positioning been more solid. Yeah, and that would have been the ultimate.
All about the positioning there, but very, very good game from both of our teams. Incredibly close as we do end up wrapping this one up.
Yep. Still holding on despite their
There's the Panzerwerfer!
Yay!
Yeah, it's arrived! It gets taken out probably.
That Panzerwerfer should have arrived a lot earlier now. 14 VPs. Ticking out in the long run here. Strafing around. T-34 is crushing the Pioneers. I do absolutely love that many Pios. Repairing so fast.
That's nice.
But alas, several GGs. Multiple GGs being called here from our Germans. And we'll just 5 VPs, 0-2. And that is game over here. Our triumphant Soviets, Tony and Sturm and who was it? It was of course SturmTigerAlastor, showing that their tank micro, their positioning was just better in the long run. But I think losing that initial elephant was really enough to allow the tank army of the Soviets to just snowball and get out of control here. So pretty good play. But in the end, I'm pretty worn out. That was a pretty hectic game.
Very long one, 50 minutes almost.
Tense team fight
very
here.
Well played.
Until next time, we're the Generals Gentlemen.
See you guys.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like our Facebook page to follow all of our Company of Heroes 2 content. Catch you later.